So welcome to session 13 of this Hertfordshire County 2019 Championships, and we got 3 heats to do on this. We've got 2 events: the boys 800 metres freestyle and the girls 1500 metre freestyle. And I will be announcing the swimmers on the blocks just to make sure they're in the right lanes because we don't have any marshals. For the spectators, you'll notice that there are boards at the turn end of the pool. Anyone who hasn't seen this, that tells the swimmers when they get to that turn how many lengths they have left to do at that turn. So they'll all be odd numbers and they'll all be turning over in 2s. As you can imagine, there are no boards down at the start end of the pool, so they should all be starting on 31 at that end. So we got 2 heats of the boys 800 metres. We're running lanes 2 to 6 on these to make it as competitive as possible. And in heat 1 we have on lane 2 we got Jago Darrington from Bishop Stortford. In lane 3 Ethan Howard from Pottersbar. Lane 4 Nathaniel Mapley from St Albans. Lane 5 Ryan Wall from Royston, and completing heat 1 Cub Madison from Hatfield in lane 6. Just to remind the girls, we will be having 1 heat of the girls 1500 metre freestyle. There are 4 swimmers in it. We're assuming they're all swimming. If they don't swim, we would have an empty lane anyway. But we will be doing a warm-up for the girls 1500 immediately the second heat of the boys freestyle finishes. So as soon as that finishes, we'll have a 15-minute girls warm-up as soon as the boys have exited the pool, and then we will give you a 10-minute gap, and then we will go straight on, whatever that time is, to the final heat of the 1500 metres freestyle. So we need as much noise as possible from the crowd, all 8 of you, and cheer them on, and we'll try and make it as exciting as possible for the swimmers in the pool. So we're ready to get underway with event 505. The boys 12 years and over 800 metre freestyle to be swum in 2 heats. Heat 1, swimmers in lanes 2 to 6. Mixture of 12 and 13-year-olds in this first heat. Jago Darrington is a 13-year-old in lane 2. Ethan Howard in 3 is 12. Nathaniel Mapley in lane 4 is 13. He's the fastest swimmer entered in this heat at 5:03. Ryan Wall is in lane 5. He's 12 from Royston. Lane 6 is Cub Madison, who is 13. So if you look at the turn board end, you'll see they're all showing 29. That means 29 lengths to go from there, which means that obviously when they get down to the turn end, there's 28 to go, which is 700 metres still to go. So all on the odds, you'll notice as they've turned that the boards will be turned over. Swimmers will hear a loud blast of a whistle from the timekeepers on their lanes when they have just 2 lengths to go as they come in and as they go out. So this is the 100 metre split. 70 seconds for our leader, it's Nathaniel Mapley, then 72, Ryan Wall, and then 114s for Jago Darrington, Cub Madison, 117.3 for Ethan Howard. So with entry times around about the 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes. Can sit and do some mental arithmetic on the splits that they need to do, but we know that at halfway they need to be inside the 2.5 minutes ideally. So 25 showing at the end for all the turns. Means that when they get down to the start end, they will have 600 metres to go. And still in the lead in lane 4, Nathaniel Mapley into 5:03. He splits at 2:26 for 200. 2:29 for Ryan Wall, just ahead of 2:30, Jagged Errington over in lane 2, and then 2:32, Cub Madison, right behind those in lane 6. Ethan Howard 2:40. Our leader making his way down. To the 250 metre swam mark. Pretty close together at the moment still. This can all change. It's these long distance ones. A lot of swimmers like to start pacing themselves gently. Others have an even pace they try and keep the whole way through, so you can never tell how it's going to pan out until we get towards the second half. 21 at the end there means that when they get down to the start end they will have 500 metres to go. And 3:43. So coming down to here, this is 500 to go at 4:22 for our leader Nathaniel, then 4:25 and 4:26. Much closer to go now, Ryan Wall and Jagged Errington in Jago in lane 2. 4:30, Cub Madison. And then 12-year-old Potters Bar's Ethan Howard coming down to his 300 metre split. And splits at 4:46. So still in the lead, Nathaniel Mapley. So he's got 350 to go, and now getting closer to him is Ryan Wall. Ryan trying to just ease up on him a little bit, also going well. Jago Errington on the far side. Jago's pretty close as well, but now coming down towards his turn, which will be at this end when he gets to the start end of the pool. I have 300 metres to go. And Ryan Wall is now getting much closer to Nathaniel. 300 metres to go. 6:11, 6:17 Nathaniel Mapley. Ryan Wall 6:18, and then 6:21 for Jagged Errington. So they're getting much closer. Now getting closer to lapping Ethan Howard, but not quite yet. Ethan coming down to his 500 metre split. And 500 Ethan splits at 6:55. So 9 lengths to go. So when they get to the start end, there's 200 metres still to go. This will be 600 metre split, and the leaders are now side by side. Nathaniel Apley in lane 4, Ryan Wall in lane 5. Nathaniel's 13, Ryan's 12, and they both turn absolutely together now at 7:32 with just 200 metres, 8 lengths to go. Behind them, 7:38 for Jacob Errington. And coming into turn Cub Madison, he splits at 7:45 with 200 to go. $150 to go. Still absolutely locked together. These two can bring each other along to good times here. And they're coming up now. They've got 150 to go. And going to the front now is Ryan Wall from Royston. And Ryan trying to get clear of Nathaniel, who's led it from the start. They can see 5 to go. They know there's 100 to go when they get to the start end. So coming down into the last 5 lengths of this. And Ryan Wall just clear of Nathaniel Mapley, but you don't know that he hasn't got a little bit left in the tank. So they're coming down now to the 700 metre split. And they split at 8:47. There's about 3/4 of a second between them. 8:55 for Jacob Jerrington. And Cub splits at 9:04 with 100 to go. And going into the lead, kicking hard. You see his feet going harder here. A bit more splashing coming from the back there from Royston's Brian Wall. And gone to his feet, but Nathaniel is still there. They hear the whistle going in, 2 to go. They'll hear it as they come out as well. 2 lengths to go, and Jago will hear that as well. Jago hears it going out too, and Cub will hear it as well. And Cub hears 2 to go. Ethan splits at 9:46. He's still got 4 lengths to go. Look at this big sprint finish at the end of an 800 metres. Nathaniel is 4. Ryan in 5, and as they touch, 200ths of a second separate them. Ryan Wall it is who gets it, 9:58.44, 9:58.46 Nathaniel Mapley. How about that at the end of an 800 metres? What a fabulous swim. Well done, guys. 10:09.51 is for Jago. Cub comes in and he touches at 10:20.70. Ethan will hear the whistle here, 2 lengths to go. And as he comes out, he'll hear it again. Ethan there, sprinting all the way back. Look at him, he's going really pushing hard at the end of this 800. He's got just coming up to 30 metres to go. Absolutely great swim. Final turn. And this is a great swim as well. Ethan Howard coming down here. All the seed times we have are all based on 400, so we don't know what their PBs are on this. But into the last couple of strokes, and let's give a rousing round of applause from everyone for these 5 very good swimmers. Very well done indeed. Excellent swims. Well done, guys. Can you clear the pool, please, swimmers? Can you make your way out of the pool, please? So everyone should have 31 showing at the far end of the pool. We come on to heat 2 of the boys 800 metre freestyle, and your swimmers as they line up on the blocks are in lane 2, Lucas Hartley from Hatfield, he's 12. In lane 3, Sam Pyfage, who's 14 from Tring. In lane 4, Peter Sagoska, who's 14 from Hatfield. He's the fastest entrant at 4:27. And in lane 5, Ahan Siani, who's also from Hatfield. He's 15. Got the same entry time, so it should be a fast race. And Henry Newbury-Kemp in lane 6 is 14 from Hemel Hempstead. This is heat 2 of the 800 metres freestyle. So for those swimmers who have just got out of the previous heat, subject to disqualifications and things, it's likely when we look at the lineup, you may all end up with the medals. So do wait to see the final results. So 29 they're seeing there means that the next turn they will be at 700 metres to go. So two Hatfield swimmers got almost identical entry times, split at 63, 64 for Peter and Ahan, and then we got 67 for Sam Pyfinch, 69 Henry Newbury-Kemp. Lucas, who's got a slightly slower entry time, splits at 1:21. So 25 at the far end means that when they get down to this end, they'll have completed 200 metres. And still nothing really to choose between them. In lane 4 is Peter Ahan in lane 5. So almost identical entry times. Let's look at their 200 metre split. Peter splits at 2:13, 2:14.5 for Ahan. So they're swimming regular 67s on the splits here, 2:20 and 2:26, 2:20 for Sam Pyfinch at 200 and Henry at 2:26. And Lucas at 2:50. So two Hatfield swimmers still locked together. They've got identical seed times. Obviously that's fairly irrelevant over a 1500, but 800 rather, but on the 400s they've got the same time. So coming down here now. And let's look at their 300, 3:24, 3:25. And Sam at 3:32. So they've got about 3 seconds slower on that one there. Henry Newbury-Kemp 3:43. So the leading pair just eased off a little bit on that third 100. They were going 67s, that was a 70. And 4:09 on the far side there, turn for Lucas Hartley. (17) means that they're coming down to the halfway split. as they make their way down the pool, the leading two, Peter and Ahan. So Peter in 4, Ahan in 5. And as they turn, again almost together, 4:35, 4:36. So in round terms, they've gone, the leading pair have gone 67, 67, 70, 70. So this is coming up to halfway for Lucas Hartley. Let's see his halfway split. 5:33. And this is at 500 metres coming up for the leaders. And Peter's just starting to edge ahead of Ahan. Peter now 5:46, Ahan 5:47, and second and a half between them. That was around about a 71 second for the leader, and 72, 73 for the, I think 72 for the chasing Ahan. But Peter's now pulling away a little bit here. Sam Byfinch going well in lane 3 from Tring, and so too is Henry. So when they get down to this end, there will be 200 metres to go for the leaders. And Peter's moving on very hard now, 6:55, and then 6:58. And Sam Byfinch coming to turn, and he turns at 7:09 with just 200 to go. And when he gets down this end, Henry will have 200 metres to go. And 7:40 for Henry with 200 to go. And Peter Skoska now has moved well clear of Hansani. He's when he gets to this end, he'll have 100 metres left to go. He was 69 on his last one, this one at 8:04. And 8:10 for Ahan. Sam coming down to his turn. And Lucas has got 200 to go. Sam turns at 8:22. The split with 200 to go for Lucas is 8:23. So Peter's now into his last 2 lengths. And Ahan is into his last 2 lengths as well. Sam will get the whistle as well as he comes down to this one. And Henry with 100 to go is 8:59, but we look at our leader here, Peter Skoska, and he comes through, touches in 9:10.49. Good swim, Peter Skoska, and then his teammate Ahan is behind him. 15-year-old touches in 9:20.03. Peter's a 14-year-old on his 15-year-old. And Sam Pyfinch, another 14-year-old, comes through and touches in 9:32.89. Henry gets his whistle. So Henry into his last 2 lengths. 100 to go for Lucas. And at 700 metres, Lucas splits at 9:48. And Henry sprinting down the final length. Put it all in, and Henry, who's another 14-year-old, let's look at his time. And Henry comes in and completes it in 10:15.34. Whistle now for Lucas. So Lucas, who's 12 years old, remember he's 2 years younger than any of the others in the pool here, so he's having a really great swim over there by himself in lane 2. He's got 1 length to go, he's having a great swim. He's not in competition with these others in the pool, and he's sprinting his way down. He's up against some of the ones that were in the previous heat and sprinting down into the last 10 metres. And let's look at the time as he comes through the touch. Touches to complete that event in 11:04.89. Well done, swimmers. Can you clear the pool, please, swimmers? Make your way to the side of the pool, please, swimmers. Well done to all those swimmers. The final event will be the girls 12 and over 1500 metre freestyle. We're going to have a warm-up before then. It's going up to 22. We will run the warm-up from 20 to 4 until 5 to 4. And I can't imagine there are going to be any withdrawals, but I guess we need to request any in case there are any. So once again, well done to the boys. Do check the medals position. I think that because of the numbers in there and the way it worked out, it's likely that, unless there are DQs or anything else, that all swimmers may well have won medals there. So do please check before you go, check the results. Very well done to all the boys. Girls may start their warm-ups and do their warm-ups. Don't crowd the lanes, please. Not too many in any lane. And we'll run this through until 5-2. We need to have all withdrawals by 1:45, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the event 506, the girls 12 years and over 1500 metres freestyle. Please welcome your swimmers to the blocks, please. In lane 6 from Hatfield, Anastasia Wilkinson. In lane 3, also from Hatfield, Sophie Payne. In lane 5, also from Hatfield, Lauren Stott. And breaking the Hatfield line-up in lane 4 from St Albans, Lily Merritt. So 60 lengths of the pool. And 59 to go now. So we've got 3 Hatfield swimmers and 1 swimmer from St Albans. Entry times are all seeded on their 400 times. It's all about efficiency and making sure that they can spread out their energy over so they use it all up, but over the entire length of the race in the most efficient way. So coming up now to the turn, they see 57 lengths to go. And it's Lily Merritt in St Albans in the lead. And 100 metre split. First 100 is split at 66. And the Hatfield trio are all going to turn absolutely together at 72 seconds. So Lily with a nice long efficient stroke, and see all of these swimmers are all well versed in being straight, efficient, maximising every part of the each of the strokes over 60 lengths. So Lily coming down now to what will be the 200 metre split. She went 106 on the first one. Let's see where she is here. A bit slower, obviously got to allow for the dive on the first one, so expected to be slightly slower. 217. And now just moving to the front is Lauren in the Hatfield trio. Lauren splits 225 and then 227 for both Sophie and Anastasia. So allowing for a, we might take off sometimes 3 seconds for a dive on the start of these ones and the first push off to get going. Lily's been swimming pretty much an even 70 seconds and sees the 49 lengths to go marker, which means when she gets down to this end, should have completed 300. So she was at 66 and then 70 seconds. Let's see where she is at the end of this one. .327. So another 110 length that was. Lauren, so 225 last time. 340, so that's 15, and 343 for the for both of Sophie and Anastasia. And still in the lead now, stretching out Lily. She's keeping an even pace. She's gone 106, 110, 110, and she turns here. She's making her way down towards the 1100 metres to go mark. Behind her, Lauren's now pulling away from Sophie and Anastasia. And let's see what Lily's time is at 400, and it's 4:37. So another 1:10 for Lily. And Lauren comes up and splits at 4:55. And now Sophie at 4:59 and 5 minutes. And still staying pretty much where they were. Lily's going a couple of seconds faster a length, or a second faster a length. She's making her way down, so she's 41 there. So coming down here, there will be 1,000 to go. This is 500 metres for Lily in the lead as she comes down now. .547. So that's another 1:10. She's got very, very even, good pacing here. 1:10, every single one here so far. Lauren coming down. .611, that's 1:16, and then 6:14 and 6:17. So Lauren's at about 1:15 pace per 100, and Lily 37. So coming down now towards the 600 metre split. And let's see, 5:57 would be 1:10, 1:58, so 1:11 on that one. And Lauren making her way down towards her 600 metre split. She was at 6:11 last time round. Let's see where she is. .726, Sophie 7:28. And Anastasia 7:34. Anastasia was 6:17 last time, so she's working on a 1:17 split on that one, level 100. We've got Dana Shepherdson and Jess Woodward who have stayed on here to cheer on their teammates. 8:09. So Lily coming down to her turn. And Lauren splits there at 8:42, then 8:43 for Sophie, 8:53 for Anastasia. So let's see where we are here for our leader, 9:20. So that's another 1:11. And she's just gone past Lauren now as well, so she's 2 lengths up on Lauren, who's in second. Lauren's swimming well. It's coming up alongside, and now Sophie over on the far side. These two coming down to their split at 700 to go. Absolute together 9:58. And Anastasia 10:11. And Lily coming down now, 600 to go. 10:31. So that's another 1:11. So she's been pretty consistent. 1:10s for the first 400-500, and then 1:11 since then, all the way through. And Lauren and Sophie still pretty much together. Sophie just inching a little bit ahead of Lauren now. And coming up to their turn. Sophie 1:12, Lauren 1:13. So that's a 1:17 or thereabouts for those two. Anastasia splits at 1:11.29, which is 1:18 for that 100 or thereabouts. And Lily coming down now, and now 11:42, and again another 1:11. And now Sophie's just taken out about another metre out of Lauren, just starting to ease away just a little bit at the moment. Still a way to go, but and Sophie coming up now, splits at 12:27, Lauren 12:29. It's 1:16. Lily coming down now, and she's got 400 to go when she gets to here. Let's see what her time is. Slow down slightly on that one. 12:54. That's around about a 1:12 now. And Sophie now pulling out quite a bit over Lauren, and she's easing away in second place here at the Hatfield trio, and she's leading that trio. And she's coming down now to her split with 400 to go. So this is 1100 metres done. Let's see where she is. And splits at 13:40. And Lauren at 13:46. And Lily coming down now to 300 to go, and splitting the same as Anastasia at 14:05. So that's back to a 1:11. And so Lily really is keeping this up. She's Coming up now to, you've got 10 lengths to go, and that point there. She's 2 lengths ahead of the others. Sophie splitting there 14.55, Lauren 15.03. So they're both in around about 1:15 lengths at the moment. Our leader, 200 to go, 15.16. So Lily at 15.16, which means that she's again done a 1:11 there, had a very, very even race all the way through, paced herself beautifully there. 15.32, far side for Anastasia. So Lily's got 6 lengths to go. Going very, very well indeed. And she'll see that board at the end there and know that with just 5 lengths to go, she can put in everything she's got left. And coming down now to the final 100. 15.27 would be another 1:11. 15.28, 1:12. And Anastasia turns at 16.40. So our leader will get the whistle this time with just 2 lengths to go. Two lengths to go for Lily, and she goes to sprint her way down there. And there's only going to be 100 metres to go for Sophie Payne, 17-year-old from Hatfield. She's got 100 to go. And Lauren coming down to her turn, where she'll have 4 lengths, 100 metres to go. Sophie at 17.24. Let's look and see. Lauren turns at 17.36, and Lily's time. About 17.40. We'll see when it comes up. It's around about 17.30 something, I think. 17.30 something, we'll find out afterwards. That's how unfortunate. 2 lengths to go for Sophie Payne. And Sophie now into her final 2 lengths. 18 minutes flat there. Lauren going into her final 2 lengths. Got a good swim as well, 18.14. Anastasia coming down now. She'll have 2 legs to go when she gets to the end here. Sophie sprinting her way down. And Sophie coming down into the end here. Anastasia just 2 to go, and Sophie touches in 18.36. 18.36. Well done, Sophie. Lauren coming in. Last few strokes for Lauren, having a great swim. And Lauren comes through and touches in 18.51, under 19 minutes. Well done, Lauren. And Anastasia coming down the final length now. She's just got this last length, sprinting down, gone to her feet, leaving every last bit of energy in the pool. And she was the slower of the entrance times, and she goes 19.09 to finish that. Well done indeed. We'll pick Lily's time up on the backup, and it's going to be a good time. So well done all the swimmers. Please make your way to the side of the pool. You may leave the pool, swimmers. And a very big thank you to the judges, everyone who's helped in this session. We really, really do appreciate it. It's been difficult to get people to come along. without the help of the people who have stayed in white here, we would have really struggled to be able to do this as a licensed meet. So a very, very big thank you to those, especially those who have pitched up at the last minute and said they'll stay here. So we appreciate that. Back on again tomorrow morning. We will let you know Lily's time as soon as we get it. There you go, time's on the board now. It's 16:25, 16:26.